Hello, my name is Jamie Corsa. Today I will be demonstrating how to administer insulin injections and medication. So first I'm going to perform hand hygiene. And right now I am in the medication room and I have my MAR and my doctor's orders. So first I want to go over, make sure everything matches up. So gonna start the patient's name, Shirley Koss, 54 female. Date of birth is 5/14/64, 5/14/64, Dr. Leo, room 211. So that matches up. I'm then going to move down to my NPH insulin, 15 units subcut daily with supper. NPH insulin, 15 units subcut daily with supper. Regular insulin, 10 units subcut twice a day. Regular insulin, 10 units subcut twice a day. We're then going to do Lispro, an insulin pen, 3 times a day with meal. And Lispro, insulin pen, 3 times a day with meal. The CNA did check her blood sugar and it was at 178, so we will be giving 2 units of that Lispro. And right now it is 17:15, so I want to start drawing up my meds. So I will don gloves. So I want to make sure I have administered the insulin by 17:30. So first I'm going to just make sure NPH insulin right here. I want to do the regular insulin, 10 units subcut. We have the Lispro insulin pen. Again, we'll be doing 2 units. Okay. So first I want to take an alcohol prep and make sure that I'm cleaning the tops of the bottles. About 15 seconds. Okay. Then I want to take the NPH. It is cloudy, that is okay, but I do want to make sure that I'm mixing it up, so I'll rub it between my hands, never shake. Okay. And I did check to make sure that the regular insulin and the NPH insulin are compatible, so I am able to mix them together. So since one is clear and one is cloudy, you always want to go from clear to cloudy. And because you want to go from clear to cloudy, I want to make sure that I am drawing my air up and inserting it into the NPH before doing the regular. So since we are doing 15 units, I want to draw 15 units of air, insert it into my NPH. Okay. I then want to do 10 units because that's what we're doing for the regular. And insert there. And then I'm just going to flip. I want to make sure that I am pulling 10 units. And then I just always want a second nurse to double check and make sure that that's what we're pulling, check the expiration date, all that stuff. After that, then I will have her sign off on my MAR. So then I'm going to go right to the NPH. Want to make sure that we are not putting any of the regular back into the NPH bottle, so I'll flip it. We'll then go down to 25 because that's adding the 15 units. Again, have the nurse check, make sure everything looks good, matches up, and then I will have her sign off on the MAR again. And because that is all finished, I will scoop up my needle here. And then I will take a label here, and I will just label it with my initials, date, time, and the insulin and units. Next, I will do our Lispro pen. So I will take this, and I also want to take another alcohol prep. And you want to make sure that you are wiping around here. Another about 15-30 seconds. Make sure it's just nice and clean. Okay. And then I will take the needle here, just insert it there and screw it on. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that we are giving 2 units, but first I want to put my pen and I want to prime it. Make sure it's good. So just make sure that there's little bubbles in there and that it did it. And then I want to go back to 2 units again. And then I want to recap it and put it on the tray. Oh, it doesn't recap, just kidding. Okay. So now that I've made sure I have everything, I noticed that I'm about to go into the patient's room. I've noticed that they just took in her supper, so she will have some food. Take off my gloves. Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door. Good morning, or good afternoon, how are you? Okay. So first, when I walk into the patient's room, I'm gonna wanna do hand hygiene again, as well as don some gloves here. I'll just take them over there for when I'm ready. Okay. Okay, Shirley, can you go ahead and verify your name and date of birth for me? Shirley Cost, 54, okay. And your allergies, codeine. Okay, so I'm just gonna check and make sure that everything matches up with my MAR. So Shirley Cost, age 54, female, date of birth 5/14/64. And look at her allergy as well. She is allergic to codeine. Okay. Okay, Shirley, so the CNA earlier took your blood sugar. It was at 178, so I have some insulin to give you. Yeah, never any fun. Okay, Shirley, so is there a certain area that you usually do at home that you would like the injections? Abdomen, okay. Well, I'll just stick with the abdomen so we don't mess up your routine. So first I'm going to administer the NPH insulin, 15 cuts, and the regular insulin, 10 cuts. So, all right, Shirley. Want to make sure that we're not completely exposing our patient. Want to keep them covered as good as possible. Okay. So I'm just going to take an alcohol prep here. It's probably going to be a little cold. Just make sure that we're cleaning the area. Okay. Okay, Shirley. So I'm going to take this off. All right. I'm sure you're getting used to being poked and prodded, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm pinching, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and just inject slow because you don't want it to burn. Okay, so then we'll take this and we will hit the safety against something. We will go straight to the sharps container. Okay. All right, we want to make sure that we don't rub any of the injection site. Okay, Shirley, now I have one more for you. I promise we'll get through this. I have the Lispro insulin pen, 2 units. So Shirley, because I did 1 injection on one side of your abdomen, I'm actually gonna go on the other side, okay? Okay, so make sure everything looks good, everything's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch here. I'm gonna hold it like a dart. I'm gonna go down until I hear a click and press. And I'm going to hold it for about 6 to 10 seconds. Okay, and we'll release there. There we go. And the safety comes up on it. We'll just screw this off here and go straight to the sharps container. Okay, after that, again, we don't want to rub the injection site or anything. We do want to make sure that there's no bleeding, so you kind of want to monitor that. Also, we will monitor any signs of hypoglycemia. Okay, Shirley, so we got your insulin. I want to make sure you do eat. That is very important. This insulin does kick in about 5 minutes, so we just want to make sure, but you know, you're probably used to that since you said you do it all at home. Take off my gloves. I want to make sure, do you need to use the bathroom, anything like that? Glass of water. Okay, I want to make sure the call button is good. They are comfortable. She has used the bathroom. I will be back to check on you, and I will then leave the patient's room. I will go out there, and I will then again perform hand hygiene and document.